If you thought there was a ton of controversy in LEGO Star Wars in 2025, buckle up because 2026 is only going to be crazier. If you haven't already heard, in 2026 we are going to be introduced to a new smart brick feature starting off in, I believe, January with an X-Wing that should be going for $100. And it will incorporate this new feature called the smart brick, which, depending on how you hold it, swoosh it, place it, it will be able to make sounds and effects like we've seen in the movies. That's at least what the fans have gathered so far. But additionally with that, the minifigs included in these sets now will also have that same ability. We have a leaked image thanks to Get Cooped of the farm boy Luke Skywalker that should be included in this X-Wing. And we learn a lot about what this has in store for us. And it's not too much good. The minifig is not going to be able to be broken apart. The actual report states that each smart brick torso is permanently connected to the hips. The fig is heavier than normal, which I would expect because you were probably going to be including a sound brick inside for the fig to make sounds. It's going to have a wireless rechargeable. There's going to be a warning under the arm printing, and obviously it's going to integrate with the smart brick. And this whole thing reminds me a lot of what LEGO did, and I believe it was 2018 or 2019 with that 3-in-1 commander droid set, I believe. I'll have it up here on screen, but there were actually 3 droids of R2-D2, a mouse droid, and I think it was a blue Gonk droid, if my memory serves me correctly, but once again, I'll have it up here on screen. And that was new technology for LEGO. You can have an app, I believe, downloaded on your device, and you can control these droids. But the biggest thing besides the technology had to have been the price of $200 on Lego.com. It is actually a 3.1 star rating, so right in the middle of the pack, and fans really didn't like it. The set flopped, and it just didn't do well. I think LEGO was doing too much with that set, especially with the price. And then today, I just think they're doing way too much again, and I don't think it's going to be a smart decision to continue with this whole smart brick integration. Just stick to the building of Lego bricks instead of adding all these extra play features and doing too much. Do what you're good at, stick to that one thing. You don't have to go on this whole tangent and just try something completely different that you've seen didn't work before, so why is it going to work again? And the reason I bring up why is it going to work again in this whole thing is because it doesn't seem like LEGO is sticking to just that one X-Wing with the farm boy Luke minifig. It seems like more sets in 2026 are going to be getting these minifigs and smart brick features because we have a list of these minifigs which are going to be farm boy Luke, a training Luke, pilot Luke, Han Solo, Palpatine, Chewbacca, Darth Vader, Yoda, and Greedo. So a lot of these figs go hand in hand with one another. Like I'm sure you're going to have a training Luke and Yoda together in a Dagobah set. Han Solo, Chewbacca, Greedo, you can have those all in one set. Darth Vader and Palpatine. So I don't think it's going to be one smart fig per set in that case, because that's going to be too many of these smart brick sets in one year. I think that's just way too much. I think one's enough, but it seems that LEGO is really going all in with this, and they're going to learn really quick, and we're going to learn really quick if these sets were a flop or not, depending on the retirement dates whenever we learn those. I get why LEGO is trying to dabble into something a little bit different like this, but at the same time, it just seems a little too excessive. The price of the X-Wing that looks like a 4+ set is way too much. I know some Technic sets, like the big Lee-Bar crane, you can actually move around, which that's cool, but for LEGO Star Wars, I don't really think any of that is necessary. It's not a Technic set. There's usually no wheels on anything that you need to move anything around. I mean, I just think that LEGO is doing way too much. Now, as I'm recording this, I'm going through more information, and I've actually seen that in March is when we're expected to get 3 of the Smart Brick sets, which will be with 75421, the Darth Vader Tie Advanced. So that will answer the question of Darth Vader. Maybe they'll also throw Palpatine in there as well. And then we have the Luke's X-Wing, which we know that's going to include a Luke Skywalker. And then set 75427 might include a smart brick. It's going to be $160 with 962 pieces. So going off of what we've seen from last year with the MTT and Clone Turbo Tank, that's around the same amount of pieces as the MTT for that price, but it will include a smart brick, so it probably is going to be a lot smaller, and whatever it is will not look as good as the version that they had without a smart brick, being that it is a version of a set we've already had. But with all of this news really breaking in the last couple of days now, what do you think about it? I think it's absolutely terrible. I think it's going to flop, but on the bright side, it does provide a lot of content and talking points for all of us. So in a way, there is good out of this bad situation. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing what they look like, seeing what all of you have to say about it. And it is going to be definitely a fun 2026. So let me know in the comments what you think. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more LEGO content, and I will see you in the next one.